Hi here. So let's have the question number 9 here. Okay, so let's learn this question. Okay, right. Yes. So which controls, okay, can you just set when you configure a schedule line category? Okay, so normally we do the schedule line category, right? So there, what are the controls we can able to do? So we have to take it from this particular setup here. Okay, so let me open this particular configuration first. Okay, so let me have the configuration first. Okay, so let me log in first here. Okay, so we can just get into the schedule line category, and there we can able to see, from there we can able to try to map this, right? Okay, right. So let me go for SPRO here. So reference IMG. Okay, go for the sales, and okay, so go for the sales again. Okay, go for the sales document. So now you have schedule lines over here. Okay, go to the schedule lines. There you can see define schedule line category here. So what they have asked the question, so which control can you set in configuring the schedule line category, right? So let's me open this. Okay, let me open this. What is the standard item category? Sorry, schedule line category will be using for. So we'll be using the CP, right? So regularly. Okay, so we have a lot of schedule line category. So CP is a standard one. Okay, just double click on that. Okay, so these are the options. Okay, these are the options where you can able to control that. Okay, so what is the first one? Okay, it is asking for the structure scope. So whether we can able to control the structure scope over here. Okay, so anything related to structure scope is available. You can see that. No, so there is no relevant for the structure scope here. Okay, this option is not there. So second thing is goods movement type. Okay, so movement type wise. Okay, where we are using the movement type is actually the setup of right? So is having the goods movement type. Okay, so we are using the moment type. So for an example, so getting the material from the store, then only we can able to do the deliver, right? So that we can able to control. Okay, there you can see the moment type option is there. You can see using this moment type only we are getting the product from the store and we are delivering to the customer. So the moment type is the right answer. Okay, so actually we need to have two correct answer over here. So let me go for the second one also. You can see create delivery group. Okay, so create delivery group. Actually the delivery group is something different. Okay, you can see anyway, you can just see over here, there is nothing related to the delivery group over here. Okay, yes. And finally, okay, delivery relevance. Okay, delivery relevance in the sense delivery related kind of control something we can able to do it. Yes, we can able to do. You can able to see the delivery block. We have a delivery block itself, it is there. Okay, it is delivery relevance where you can able to block this one. If you block this particular delivery, you have some options over here. You can see. Okay, so you can put some reasons. Okay, something like a reasons, and you can block the delivery. Okay, so you can block the delivery even though you have a stock, even though you confirm the quantity, whatever. So you can even block this one. Okay, so that will be an option here. So we got the clear picture that, okay, so now the option B and D is the right answer, right? Yes. Okay, now we're coming into the question number 10 here. Okay, so now we can able to see. Okay, so I think this will be a little bit more complicated. We can just hear it out. Okay, so during this material availability check for the sale order item. Okay, so we are just checking for the sale order item availability check. Okay, the order quantity is completely confirmed on the required date. Okay, yes, even though there is only a partial quantity in the stock. Okay, just think that, okay, the order quantity is completely confirmed on the required date. Okay, yes, even though there is only partial quantity is in a stock. Okay, which setting, okay, will lead this to this particular behavior. Okay, so if the system is behaving like this, okay, what will be the condition? What will be the problem? Okay, because the system should not completely confirm, right? So until there should be a stock. But here, if you have only partial quantity of stock, but system is doing the complete confirmation here. Okay, so we need to know, so what is behind that. Okay, let's see that one by one. Okay, right. So let's go for one thing. So only one answer is right. So let me go for the first one. The maximum number of partial deliveries indicator is set to 1 in the sale order item. Okay, yes. So right statement. The statement is right, but that is not relevant for this question, because the question is very simple. So the particular system, okay, the particular availability check. Okay, first it is checking the availability. It is not checking the delivery first. Okay, it is checking the availability, and it is saying that, okay, so it is completely confirmed, you can deliver all the quantity today. Okay, and only a partial quantity in stock. So okay, so this cannot be the solution. Okay, this solution can be controlled in the delivery, not in the order. Okay, go for the second one. The without replenishment lead time indicator is not set in the configuration of the scope of availability check. Okay, so without replenishment lead time. Okay, replenishment lead time, okay, it is available, okay, in the automatic, okay, so availability check control. Okay, so we have to go back to the availability check control, and we have to see that, okay, so whether that is possible or not. Okay, so this is the right answer. Okay, this is the right answer, where we have to see that indicator is not set. Okay, yes, same way we have to see the remaining things also. The complete delivery indicator is set in the business partner to have this one. Okay, these all things are delivery related, okay, not order related. And the with reservation indicator is the set configuration for the scope of availability check. No, this is not related, because see, the question is very simple. It is purely on availability check. Okay, so we have to go to the availability check configuration only. Okay, in this 4 option, only the second option is related to the availability check configuration. All other things are related to only the delivery or business partner configuration. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so where we need to go is, okay, we need to go back here. I'll go to the basic function and go to the availability check and transfer requirement, and go to the availability check here. Okay, and go for the availability check. There you can able to see, okay, so available check group. Okay, and you can see scope of availability check. If you go for the scope of availability check, there you can see different availability check will be there. For an example, in that one availability check is, you can see the sale order. Okay, just double click on that. There you can able to see there are different options as available over here. Okay, so there are different options available here. So here what is actually we need to see is, so we need to say is, okay, so that is relevant to the particular setup over here. Okay, so what is the particular thing we have seen? You can see the without replenishment lead time indicator is not set in the configuration of scope of availability check. Okay, this is the scope of availability check. Okay, in the scope of availability check, we need to check that, okay, so it is relevant for that particular thing is there. Okay, you can see it is not there. Okay, that option is not there over here. Okay, so maybe I'll just open the different things. Okay, maybe I'll open the different thing over here. Okay, so maybe I'll just open this one. Okay, you can see that option is not there. Okay, yes. So or else that required relevant for is there means, okay, only then if it is activated, that will be in a condition. Okay, that is not activated over here, so that is not relevant for that particular case. Okay, right, yes. Okay, so now coming back. Okay, so now coming back to the question number 11 here, you can able to see that, okay, how can you manage which materials can be released for value contract? Okay, so a tricky question. Okay, so it may be a simple question, but it's a tricky question. See, how can you manage which materials can be released for a value contract? So in the value contract, we can able to put the material and we can control that. But otherwise, okay, so what are the material you can able to release for the value contract? In the sense, we need to look into that. Okay, so there is a separate concept called assortment module here. You can see assign an assortment module to the value contract. Okay, this is a new thing here. Okay, it's a new concept here. Okay, assortment module, so that we need to activate for that particular module to just to allow this for the value contract. It's not like directly we are just putting into that and we are working on that. Okay, and you can see the set up the dependent, okay, profitability segment for the value contract. It is not relevant for the profitability. Okay, profitability is something related to the COPA. Okay, that is not required here. And third one, you can see assign a product hierarchy to the value contract here, because the product hierarchy will give some arrangement like an organization structure where we can able to release this to the value contract. Okay, right. So assigning a sales item proposal to the value contract, no, this is not relevant. Okay, this is not relevant. Okay, sometime it will be tricky. Okay, this question is a tricky one, so try to understand this one. Okay, if you are not sure about what is this assortment module or what is this product hierarchy, okay, very simple here. So always go with all the four options and just try to filter it. For an example, option you can see it is related to profitability center. Okay, so profitability segment is something irrelevant to this question, so you just strike it out and go for the fourth one. You can see assign sales item proposal to the value contract. Okay, sales item proposal is something irrelevant to the value contract, so whatever the thing irrelevant to that, you can just clear it up. Okay, you can just clear it up. So what will happen? So that will be super easy here, right? Yes. Okay, so let's go for the question number 12 over here. Okay, question number 12. Okay, so what are some of the prerequisites for creation of a credit memo based on the credit memo request? Okay, so credit memo is different, credit memo request is different. Okay, so credit memo request will be generated by someone. Okay, the credit memo will be raised by the finance. Okay, request will be raised by us. Okay, right. So they are asking what are some of the prerequisites. Okay, just for what are the prerequisites for creation of credit memo based on credit memo request. Right, yes, let's see that. So first thing, okay, so there should be two answers. Okay, so the billing block field in the credit memo request must be empty. Okay, yes, it is right. Yes, for an example, if you go for any credit memo over here, for an example, if I just open a VS01 and let me check for the credit memo request. Okay, you can see that. Okay, so credit memo request is there. Okay, so there are a lot of documents will be there. You can see credit memo request, everything will be there. Okay, I'll just try with this. Okay, so let me put all these things. Okay, so I think this is not maintained. Okay, so we will just maintain that. Okay, I'll just show you that. So where that option is actually available. Okay, we can see that. Okay. Okay, let me try again. Yes, you can see that. Okay, so here you can able to see, okay, what is the option here is, you can see the billing block field in the credit memo request must be empty. Okay, so what are the prerequisites? You can see that. So there is a billing block here. You can see the billing block. This should be empty. Okay, yes. Okay, it should be empty. Okay, if it is not empty, what will happen is it will not allow you to go to the next stage. Okay, if it is empty, so you can just make it as empty, so it will not block for the billing. Okay, you can just directly go to the credit memo. Okay, so credit memo request is like an order, credit memo is like a billing. Okay, so this is actually we need. Okay, this is the right one. And go for the second one. Okay, so the billing document of original customer invoice must be cancelled. But this is not relevant. Okay, so this is not relevant for that particular case here. Okay, because we are just speaking about only the memo request and this based on the credit memo. Okay, so before that, okay, these all things will be done earlier itself. Okay, it is not like a prerequisite for this. Okay, and also without that also we can do that. Okay, it cannot be a prerequisite. Okay, yes, and an appropriate reason for rejection must be assigned to original sales order item. No, this is just for a blocking control we are using that, so this cannot cannot be the okay prerequisite for this. Okay, the pre-request can be the billing block. Okay, that is available here. Okay, we can just remove that, it's fine, but all other things are not required. Okay, copy control must exist between sales document and billing document. Yes, this can be done, because when we are using this credit memo request, so we start from the billing document. Okay, from the billing document again we will create a sales document. What is that sales document? It is the credit memo request. So credit memo request is also, it's like a sale order. Okay, after this billing document we will create that. Okay, we will create that. Okay, so we will create that. So if there is a copy control, then it is very easy, or else that connection between the billing and this particular order is completely gone, right? Yes, so then it's okay. So option A and D will be the right. Okay, right, perfect. Yes, now we can go for question number 13 here. Okay, so let's read this question here. So to which elements do you assign a partner function? Okay, partner determination procedure. To which element, okay, do you assign the partner determination procedure? See, there are different elements on there for the partner determination procedure. Okay, so even you can able to assign to the sales document type different things, but what are all things options we have given here, from that you need to filter it up. Okay, right. First one you can see, okay, so assignment of partner determination procedure. So where we can able to go is, okay, we can go to the configuration, we can see that. Okay, so nothing wrong with that. Okay, just have an idea and we can do that one. Here you can see partner determination and you can see setup partner determination here. Okay, these all the options you have. So setup, these all the options we can able to do. So let's see that option here. So the first thing, okay, so the first thing you can see, okay, delivery item category. So anything is there, delivery item category. So delivery is there. Okay, delivery is there. We can just go to the delivery and you can see, okay, so any delivery item category is there. No, the delivery category is not there. Okay, so the delivery category we are not having this. Okay, we're just mapping only based on this one. You can see that. So I think that assignment, you can go there. Okay, so this everything is based on, okay, so based on only the type. You can see only the based on type, you can see the delivery type only. So there is no item delivery category. Sorry. And you can see business partner category. Okay, there is nothing called business partner category. Okay, so instead of we have an accounting group. I think this option B is wrong. So option C is right. Accounting group we have, right? So accounting group wise only we assign the master data synchronization. We just update the number ranges. Everything is based on accounting group. So this also can be done. For an example, if you go back, okay, you go back here. Okay, whatever the category it can be. Maybe I'll just go with the customer also. For an example, you can see account group assignment. You can see that. Okay, you can able to assign this case. If you go for this assignment here, you can see accounting group can be assigned. You can see accounting group can be assigned. So this is possible. Yes, we can do. And same thing, delivery type. Just before we have seen the delivery type, right? Instead of delivery item category, we have a delivery type. We have. Okay, yes, delivery item category is not possible, but the delivery type is there. For an example, just back we have seen, right? So just we have gone for the delivery here. Go to the delivery and go to the partner determination procedure. There you can see, okay, these all things are the delivery types, not the delivery item category. Okay, so this is what we are using in this particular, okay, determination assignment, not the different things over here. Okay, right. Yes. Okay, let's go for this here. Okay, so which settings, okay, differs between, okay, free of charge delivery and subsequent delivery free of charge? Okay, yes, first we need to understand the difference between the free of charge and subsequent delivery. Okay, so free of charge delivery and subsequent delivery. For an example, free of charge delivery in the sense, for an example, so we are just giving okay, free samples or something. Okay, so like free samples. Okay, so like what we can able to say, so like anything related to the discounts. Okay, so discounts, so like that. Okay, so we can able to have this particular case over here. So like that, okay, so like that, okay, so like that what we have is for the subsequent also. Okay, for an example, if you take the free of charge delivery, okay, so it will should have the reference of the preceding invoice. So definitely it should have a preceding invoice. Okay, without any preceding invoice we cannot able to create this delivery. Okay, but for the subsequent delivery, okay, so can be created, okay, just can be created, okay, just with an order, okay, directly you can able to create with the delivery of free of charge here. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, so what are the difference between this and things? Okay, you can see the delivery block setting. Okay, the delivery block setting, okay, there is nothing other concept like that. Okay, the second one you can see the reference, the mandatory setting. Okay, so by setting the reference as mandatory, there is no use of that. For an example, the reference means they are mentioning like this. Okay, this is what they are calling as a reference. Okay, so that reference, if you are just keeping as mandatory, what is the use of that? Okay, they will just give a dot and go. Okay, so that will not make sense. Okay, you can see this, the billing type setting. Okay, that really matters, because the billing type setting is matters, because we are just taking this billing type, okay, and we are just making this as a preceding document. Okay, in the billing document type, so we are just making the copy control. Maybe we are just making a copy control and making this document, so that will be easier to connect. Okay, item category setting, okay, that is not a problem. Okay, item category will be already there in the copy control. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, but the billing type setting can be possible. Okay, that can be possible, and that makes sense here. Okay, right, yeah. And let's go for the final question here in this particular session. So you want to process and monitor, okay, you want to process and monitor outbound deliveries. Okay, which organization unit supports this? Very simple. So you want to process and monitor outbound deliveries. Outbound deliveries in the sense it's a logistics, it's a delivery. Okay, if you want to make a delivery, what is the thing you want? Very simple. So what is the T code of a delivery? So we will use VL01N, right? Yes, give an enter. Okay, this is an outbound delivery. Okay, if you want to, okay, if you want to create, okay, this outbound delivery, what is the thing you want? Okay, you want a selection date, or you want a date, you want the order number. Okay, whether the order number is given here, the order number is given here, no, the order number is not in the option, but the order number is mandatory here. So that is okay, but the order number is not mentioned here. So what is the next important thing? The shipping point is mandatory. You can see without shipping point, we cannot be able to create the outbound delivery. Whether we have the plant here, no, there is no plant here. Whether you have a distribution channel here, there is no distribution channel here. Whether you have warehouse number, of course you don't have anything here. So only the shipping point is possible and order is possible. Order is not in the list, shipping point is in the list. So shipping point is the right answer. Okay, just directly don't go into that particular thing. Just realize what it is actually. Okay, check the reality and go for it. Okay, that will be easier. Okay, right.